Hopefully you've heard of Alex Hormozi. He's this humongous buff dude with weird handlebar mustache, and for some reason he wears a sleeping thing. Anyways, he released a new book called $100 Million Money Models. Crazy part is he did a $100 million book launch for it. So the guy literally made $100 million just selling this damn thing over here. So I thought, you know what? Let me try to take all the content of this book and dissect it myself, share it with you live. So I'm actually going to do this live and try to implement every single piece of this book into my own business. So if you guys don't know who I am and just started to follow my channel, my name is Neil. I run a fully remote national cleaning franchise called Made This Franchise. We have almost 40 locations across the US of people running a fully remote cleaning model. I've been running my own location in Los Angeles for over 12 years. The business does well over $100,000 per month in revenue every single month. It's mostly on autopilot right now. I have a general manager into place. While going through this, I took a bunch of different pages of notes. I'm going to explain everything of my thought process of how I'm going to implement this to my own cleaning business and how you could apply this to any business. I'll give examples of roofing companies. I'll give examples of window washing companies, whatever. We'll try to self-implement this together, and hopefully this is a lot of value to you. All right, let's start from the top with chapter 1, which is what is a freaking money model to begin with. Now, it's kind of like a weird fancy term. It pretty much just means a series of offers. That's what a money model means according to Alex Hormozi. The example he gave is he went to a car rental place which advertised $20 a day for a car rental. Got to the counter, the person said, "Hey, do you want an upgraded car?" Said yes or no. "Do you want upgraded insurance?" No. "Okay, do you want the minimum insurance?" Yes. "Do you want to pre-fill your gas before you come back to save time?" Yes. So a bunch of offers happened from the agent very smoothly, and all of a sudden, Hormozi was spending $100 instead of $20. That's a good money model. That's a series of upsells and downsells to get the maximum value out of any customers calling. That's essentially what this is. Now, if you have a business here, you probably have a core offer. Let's say you are doing residential cleaning. Your core offer is a cleaning service for the home. That's it. We'll get your home cleaned. You know, if you're a roofing company, your core offer is the roof. That is the core offer there. Now, there's different things you can do to upsell and downsell that. But essentially, what we're going to work on here is how to create different money models according to your business model. There's really 4 types of money models. One is called an attraction offer. An attraction offer is like a really, really good deal to get customers to even call you to begin with. I saw one from a cleaning company called Home & Glow. They're advertising like a $19 cleaning. Their model is a little bit different. They have this weird subscription thing on the back end, but regardless, it's a killer offer. They're advertising everywhere to get people to call you. That's called an attraction offer. The other type is called an upsell offer. Someone calls you and they want to order a service from you. You sell them a service, but you also say, "Hey, do you also want this?" And some people will buy more from you. So it increases the average ticket of that customer. That's an upsell offer. The other one's a downsell offer. Someone calls you from that offer and you tell them about what you're selling and they're like, "I don't really want that." Then you might say, "Okay, well, how about I downsell you into something else that's cheaper to get them to convert more?" The purpose of that is to increase your conversion rates, right? So instead of losing the customer, you at least sell them something, right? So your conversion rates go up. And the last thing is a continuity offer, meaning let's say in the cleaning world, someone calls in for a one-time cleaning, I get them on a monthly plan. That's essentially what a continuity offer is. So we're going to break down in the next series those 4 parts. Those are the 4 parts of a money model. You can implement all of them. You can implement some of them. Most businesses just have one. If you put all 4 of them together, that's super powerful. I do think how he explains it, doing all 4 at once if you don't have any it's insanity because there's too many things, too much to train people. So we're going to go very systematically, try to implement one, see how it is, make sure everyone's happy, and then go on to the next one. Now, the biggest concept of this money model book, which I actually like, which I want to implement, is Hormozi has a framework called CFA, which is Client Finance Acquisition. His rule of thumb is saying your gross profit in 30 days should be greater than your customer acquisition cost. Let me explain what that means. Let's say you sell a cleaning for $200. You pay the cleaner $100. Your gross profit is $100. That's what it is. Now, if you spent $150 to get that customer, that's not that good, right? And you might say, "Yeah, well, Neil, I could book them again in 12 months or whatever." So yeah, maybe over the lifetime of the customer, you're making more money, but up front, you're losing money to be able to make money later. According to Alex, that's no bueno, right? You want to be able to make back your money immediately within the first 30 days. And the bigger that multiple is, the better. For example, good part would be if you sell a customer for $200, your gross profit is $100 and you've only spent $25 to acquire the customer. You're in the money, right? You're already profitable, and then you could spend that to get the next customer and keep going from there. The truth is that's not always the case. Now, I'm experiencing this right now. We used to make a lot of money through Google local service ads, Google LSA. Costs for LSA have gone insane. We used to be able to get $25 per lead in LSA. Now it's like $75. So our cost for the customer has tripled, meaning If I close a sale for the first sale and it's just a one-time sale, I am actually losing money. Now, I might make money back if they happen to be recurring, or I might make money back if I could resell them on another one-time service down the line. But I'm waiting for that money to come down. It's not with me right now, meaning I have to float that cash until I could resell them again. What I'm going to try to solve here is how do we get more money from the customer up front? That is a solid business model. That's something that's scalable, and that's how you get CFA, client finance acquisition, where the money you collect from the customer in the first 30 days, you could use the same money to pay for the next customer. You're not in the hole. So there's a bunch of ways of actually getting more money from the customer in the first 30 days. And I think that's a lot of what we're going to go over with the attraction offers, the upsell offers, all that kind of good stuff. One thing I like that Hormozi said is you make a series of offers at different points in the first 30 days. You don't have to make all offers on one call. You could do an offer once, they buy, then you do another offer later on, another offer later on. It could be like a nice orchestra. One thing I like that he said is try to sell the customer at their point of highest deprivation or pain. Let's say you're walking on the street and your arm is broken and someone's like, hey, do you want pain medicine? You're like, oh my God, yes, I want pain medicine, please. Because they're in pain and you're selling them a solution to that. You know, if you're walking down the street and you don't have arm pain, your arm's not broken, and someone's like, hey, do you want to buy this medicine in case your arm hurts later? You're like, well, maybe, but like, I don't really need it right now. And when you're in the pain, you're probably more likely to buy. And that's how you could kind of orchestrate when to make these series of offers. But the goal is try to get your money back and more in the first 30 days. All right, that's it for this section. In the next section, I'm going to go into the tactical stuff, attraction offers. I'm actually going to grade if I think what he's saying can actually even apply to my business or home service businesses. So let's see what happens. I'll work through it and implement it myself. Catch you there.